In the middle of a New York rooftop, Spider-Man perches on the edge, his lenses narrowing as he watches the approaching red and gold figure. Iron Man hovers in the air, his arc reactor glowing ominously. "Kid, I really don't want to do this," Tony says through his helmet. Spider-Man tightens his grip on the building's ledge, muscles coiled. "Yeah? Neither do I," Peter replies. "But you're not giving me much choice." Without warning, Iron Man raises his hand and fires a repulsor blast. Spider-Man reacts instantly, flipping backward as the blast scorches the rooftop where he stood. Using his web shooters, he swings forward, dodging another energy beam. "Whoa, you upgraded since last time," Peter quips. Iron Man smirks. "You haven't seen anything yet, kid." Spider-Man fires a web straight at Iron Man's chest, but Tony's suit auto-reacts, slicing through it with micro-lasers. "Oh, come on," Peter groans, dodging mid-air as Iron Man rockets forward. With a sharp spin, Tony grabs Peter mid-swing, slamming him onto the rooftop. The impact cracks the surface beneath him. Peter groans as he pushes himself up, his enhanced reflexes saving him just in time from another repulsor blast. "Okay, that hurt," he mutters before launching himself forward. He fires a web at a nearby building and uses it to swing with full force, slamming both feet into Iron Man's chest. Tony is thrown backward, skidding across the rooftop. "Didn't see that coming, huh?" Peter quips. Tony quickly regains control, activating his stabilizers mid-fall. "Alright, webhead, let's see how you handle this." He presses a button on his gauntlet, and tiny drones emerge from his armor, swarming toward Peter. Spider-Man's eyes widen as he leaps between them, dodging lasers and mechanical claws. "Oh, great, you brought friends," he exclaims while flipping through the air. Peter somersaults over the drones, firing precise webs that clog their rotors. One by one, they sputter and crash to the ground. "Looks like your tech still has some bugs, Mr. Stark," he jokes. Before Tony can react, Peter webs his feet to the ground, yanking hard. Iron Man stumbles slightly but quickly uses his thrusters to counterbalance. "Nice try, kid." With a sudden burst of speed, Tony rockets toward Peter, his fists glowing with energy. Peter barely has time to react as Iron Man swings a powerful punch. Spider-Man ducks under the blow, countering with a quick web to Tony's arm. He yanks hard, using the momentum to flip over and kick Iron Man's helmet. "Gotta be faster than that," Peter taunts. Tony shakes off the kick, his helmet absorbing most of the impact. "Alright, kid, playtime's over." With a flick of his wrist, panels on his armor shift, revealing small but powerful sonic emitters. He activates them, and a high-pitched frequency blasts through the air. Spider-Man instantly clutches his ears, his enhanced senses overwhelmed. "Oh, that's dirty," he yells, stumbling backward. Peter staggers backward, his enhanced senses overloaded by the high-frequency sound. He clenches his jaw and forces himself to focus. "Alright, gotta think fast," he mutters. Spotting a water tower nearby, he quickly fires a web and swings toward it. Using his strength, he yanks the metal structure, sending water cascading down toward Iron Man. Tony's sonic emitters short-circuit as the water drenches his suit. "Clever," Tony admits, shaking off the damage. Tony hovers in the air, shaking the water off his suit. "Okay, I'll admit, that was a good move." Peter, still recovering from the sonic attack, puts his hands on his knees, breathing heavily. "So, we done here?" he asks. Tony smirks. "Not quite, kid." With a sudden boost, Iron Man charges forward again, his thrusters roaring. Before Peter can react, Tony's repulsor blast hits him square in the chest, launching him off the rooftop. Thinking fast, Spider-Man fires a web at a distant skyscraper, swinging at the last moment to avoid crashing. "Alright, that was rude," he yells. Iron Man soars above him, preparing another blast. Tony fires multiple repulsor blasts, but Peter flips and spins midair, narrowly dodging each one. Using his agility, he lands on a nearby crane, clinging to the metal structure. "Okay, lasers, flying armor, you ever think about fighting fair?" Peter quips. Tony chuckles. "Kid, if I fought fair, I wouldn't be Tony Stark." Peter analyzes the situation, his mind racing. "Alright, I can't outpower him, but I can outthink him." He fires a series of webs, not at Iron Man, but at the joints of his armor. The thick webbing starts to clog up the servos in Tony's elbows and knees. "Feeling a little stiff there, Stark?" Peter teases. Tony frowns as his movements become sluggish. "Oh, come on, that's just cheap." Tony grits his teeth, quickly running diagnostics on his suit. "Alright, kid, nice trick, but let me show you an upgrade." He presses a button inside his helmet, activating a short-range EMP pulse. The webbing instantly disintegrates, releasing his joints. Peter's eyes widen. "Oh, that's not fair." Tony smirks. Neither is life, kid. Tony fires another repulsor blast, but Peter is already moving. He flips over the energy beam, landing gracefully on a wall. Using his momentum, he propels himself forward and shoots webs at Tony's thrusters. Let's see how you fly without those, Peter shouts. The webbing clogs the jets, causing Iron Man to stumble mid-air. Tony's flight stabilizers fail for a moment, sending him spiraling toward the ground. Oh, that's not good, he mutters. At the last second, he diverts all power to his emergency boosters, stopping his fall just above the street. Peter watches from above, nodding. Okay, that was kinda cool. Both fighters pause, catching their breath. You're tougher than I expected, kid, Tony admits. Peter smirks. And you're more stubborn than I thought. Tony raises his gauntlets. One last round? Peter crouches, ready. Bring it on, Tin Man. Tony rockets forward with everything he has, his repulsors glowing bright. Peter charges in, webbing a nearby structure and swinging at full speed. They collide mid-air, sending shockwaves through the cityscape. The impact sends both of them tumbling backward, struggling to get back up. Peter groans, pushing himself up. Tony does the same, shaking off the dust. So draw? Peter asks. Tony chuckles. You know what, kid? You earned my respect today. Peter smirks. Cool, does that mean I get a Stark internship? Tony rolls his eyes. Don't push your luck. Tony hovers in the air, giving Peter one last look. You ever need backup, you know where to find me. Peter nods. Same here, Tin Man. With that, Iron Man soars into the sky, leaving Spider-Man on the rooftop, watching the city below. Another day, another adventure.